half the appointments we go on will result in actual signed contracts. Today, I'm gonna show you exactly how we mapped out our business this year so we hit 250 sales in all of Hawaii. So how do we do this? Number one, this is why I always say track and measure everything in your business, because if you're not tracking, measuring, and making data-driven decisions, you are gonna lose your quality, you're gonna lose control, you're gonna spend money, you're not gonna make any money. So let's get started and break this down. Number one, it all starts in the conversions and the conversations of your systems. What does that mean? It means that if you have inbound marketing, inbound leads, outbound marketing, outbound lead calls, ISAs, agents, people doing activities, we need to know down to the conversion percentage, 2 digits, how many of these leads are we converting? How many are we turning to appointments, met appointments, signed contracts, actual sales? So I know that for our entire team, every 100 conversations we have, we're going to schedule 4.7 appointments. That means we're gonna have 4.7 appointments for every 100 conversations between everybody. I also know that 30% of the appointments we go on will result in a real actual appointment, and half the appointments we go on will result in actual signed contracts, of which a third of those are gonna become actual closings. So we can reverse engineer, work backwards on how many transactions we want to do and how many conversations we want to have. That's the most important thing. Don't let that rattle your brain because there's a lot to it. Next thing, we need to lead with revenue. What does this mean? Red light, green light. Every time you add an expense, you are not going to add another expense until you know that expense is making you money. We add an expense, okay, red light. Okay, it's working, green light. Red light, it's not working, we're gonna cut it. Every single thing you do, you need to give yourself 3 to 6 months to see if you have an actual ROI or a return on what you're doing. So we covered conversions, we covered expenses. Let's go over some of the SEO and marketing campaigns, just the general outreach that we as a team do to support our agents and bring incoming business in. Ad roll, this will allow you, secret sauce. This will allow you to take every person you know, they will start seeing Facebook and Google ads of your face on their page. And all it's gonna say in the beginning is, hey, I would like to be the agent to help you buy or sell a house. Ad roll will do that for you. It's wicked cool because if somebody calls me and they're already set up in my system, they're gonna start seeing ads for that. YLOPO. YLOPO will run Facebook ads towards military, towards clients. It will make sure that people are coming in who want to buy property. And here's what's really sick about this is it will, let's say you're a buyer and you're looking at 1.2 million homes in Waialainui Ridge, it's gonna start advertising every new listing to you where you're getting email alerts, Google alerts, Facebook ads all in front of you. Whitley, Hootsuite, Constant Contact, HubSpot, Google Analytics, all of these are built around not using, but setting them up, setting and forgetting. You want to implement these systems so that way you don't have to mess around with it anymore. I covered a lot. There are so many tools, things that you need to get started in this industry, but I'm gonna cover the top 3 that you can start with right now, today. Number 1, Google Suite is amazing. Get a Google Calendar. This is what runs your business. Have a Google Calendar and commit to it. Number 2, make sure you have a CRM, client relationship manager. You wanna make sure that every time you talk to a client, they know what's going on. You share things with them, they share things with you, you write that down. They tell you about their dog, you write that down. You need to make sure that everything they say, you remember or have written. And because you're gonna have 1,500 people in your CRM database in the next 2 years, you better start writing everything down because you're not gonna remember all of it. Then, third thing, it doesn't matter if it's Facebook ads, Google ads, Zillow ads, Trulia ads, stockbroker, Craigslist. I don't care if it's a newspaper or your bus stop or if you just put a big old billboard on the side of your house. You need to have people seeing your information everywhere. And the more people that know about you, the more people that meet you, that see you out and about, the more business you're going to do. So this is very much the analytical side of the business, how we operate things. But don't forget, there's the whole relationship side of this business. For example, when I first started in this business, I would go to Waikiki Yacht Club. I would go there every single day for lunch. And eventually, after a month or two of doing that, I got to know every single one of the bartenders. I got to know every single one of the waitresses. I eventually got to know almost all of the members of Waikiki Yacht Club because I went there every single day. They knew me by first name. They knew what I ordered, which was a plantation iced tea. They had it down. And then whenever a new member would come in, I knew everybody already. So it was very easy because they would introduce me to their new friends. If you develop that skill, the knowledge to understand how to run and operate a business like this, but still not forget that it is a relationship-based business, and you combine those, you will have a wildly successful real estate business, and you're gonna start meeting people that you never thought would imagine. I have celebrity clients, musicians, actors, all of these clients I've worked with in the past, and it's fun being able to be their go-to agent. So if you want to be that person, you have to figure out how to do both. And for those agents who are just kind of figuring some of this out, or you're just like, Devin, I have a couple questions, text the word coach to the number below, and let's go ahead and get you set up so that way you understand what it takes. I'll give you a 10-minute free coaching call. We'll just schedule it. Aloha.